everyone, welcome back to Artlist. Last weekend we got a package from the United States, and also this time it comes from Steve. Steve know that I love vintage RC stuff, but also stuff that is functioning today. So he has sent me a new box. I didn't know it was coming. Usually he tells me that he has sent something, but this one came like unexpected. And I was just dropping into the post office before we went to Kirkenes to visit Elna's parents, and there it was. So I'm going to open it. I have already opened it, but I'm going to show you what's inside. He also sent a lot of letters. Those I think are personal, so I'm not going to read them. But he put some notes on everything and telling me the year, when it's from, and if it's used, or you know. So first off, I got a beach towel for lying in the sun. This is from Steve's work. It's a Napa, and a lot of these smaller towels that you can use when you're working on your RC models. They look like the same as the Align one, but anyway, cool towels for screws and stuff when you're working on those smaller models. So thank you for this. Beautiful. And yeah, even though we have these here in Norway, these are much better. These are rubber gloves with grip, without latex, so I can use them. They are quite good when you're working on oily machineries, if you don't want to mess up your fingers. So a lot of these, let's see. Yeah, a letter for me and Elna. Yeah, and here it says towels for your flight airfield box. So when we are up in the airfield using glow fuel and so on, so we have something to wipe away the mess with. So that's the correct usage. And here we are heading for the vintage stuff. Original fuel tank from the 1950s to 60s. So this is Vico products. And it's a fuel tank, but not the one that you perhaps are used to seeing these days, because this one is made out of, I'm not sure, thin or some sort of metal, also perhaps aluminium. Not a big tank, but anyway, it's vintage. And I love this. I've been talking about it for a long time. I'm going to build a shelf which I can have this one in, but I will also make it with an airtight plexiglass cover, so that we don't need to dust this every month or so. It can be quite dust free for a long time. Of course, if you're building a vintage model, we will perhaps use some of this stuff, but for now it's just cool to have on display. The other thing that Steve sent was this OS engine. It's 46LA, the blue one. They don't make this anymore, or they don't make these anymore. It's just a box. And this one is brand new, never used. And of course, field towel. As you can see, the LA46. I got one from Germany a while ago. I think that was on LA40, but still I love these small glow engines. These perhaps I will use, but I have this KB old motor that I won't use, and that one is also brand new in box. But this one I think we can find a small airplane for, a small trainer or something. Perhaps we are going to convert some of the EPO models, the Cobb or so, but then again, these are just amazing. Thank you so much, Steve. I love these small engines. Even though I'm more of a 4-stroke guy, it doesn't matter because I love these small vintage engines. And even though they don't make this anymore, so for me it's more valuable. And perhaps we will just put it in this shelf that I'm going to make. And here is what Steve wrote. This engine run beautiful. Not very powerful, but easy to run. I saw in your video that your friend had one. Now you do. Here are a couple of propellers for this engine. The engine is new, never ran. I had about 3 of them. So he sent a lot of propellers. And one thing I'm very happy for is that he sent wooden propeller, because I love these. I think they look more scale than the plastic ones. But then again, it's great to have propellers. You can never have too many propellers. One of the propellers that Steve sent will have a lot of meaning for me, because this is something that I consider a really vintage RC. I was looking forward to get a frame for it, but I couldn't find one, so I have to order one online. But this propeller will never be used. It will be in this frame together with a smaller frame that I got from Steve's mom, and that is this picture. Flying is the second greatest thrill for pilots, landing is the first. So this one will go inside the other frame together with this propeller. And of course, I guess you are anxious to see the propeller. My chair is really squeaky. Yeah, and before the propeller, Steve sent some pictures of him and his family and some build projects. So what I really wanted to do one day is scan these pictures and make sort of a montage, picture montage, and posting it as a video on our channel. But if you want to see these pictures, make a comment in the comment sections below, and if I got enough comment that you really want to see these pictures in this montage, please write so and I will consider it. It's a lot of work, but if you like it, I would love to do it. And this one really you need a closer look for, but I'm going to show you anyway. Okay, so here's the note. Original model propeller from the 1930s to the 1950s. So I'd like to think that it's from 1930. But anyway, what you can see here is that it has this sort of brass or metal cover, hold together with spring rings, if I can call it that, and when I tighten this to the engine hub or bolt, it will lock onto the propeller. And another thing that you can do is that you actually could turn the blades of the propeller a little bit. I'm not sure if this is what you are supposed to do, but then again, I think there's a track for them so that you have the correct pitch. But anyway, so beautiful, and the thought about it, I think it's from something called topping model, or yeah, topping model. Look like it says on the small sticker that is starting to wear out. But anyway, I will show you this on the table, of course, and take some pictures of it. So beautiful. And this will then be inside the bigger frame together with this picture. I think that would be quite cool. So we are expecting today and tomorrow some new models from Top RC Hobby. We are getting an F4 Phantom, a 64mm EDF. These are known to fly quite good. The bigger ones a bit more difficult for a beginner, but the smaller ones are a great way to start with EDFs. And we will of course make some videos of these. We don't have any airfield now, so the first videos will be like an inbox video and a bit closer on the Lazy Susan. And the other model that we are waiting for, I think, was an Extra 300 or something like that. A smaller aerobatic plane, I think 1 meter, 1.2 meter wingspan. So I'm looking forward to start working with them. And I think the F4 is coming today, so I'm going to run down now to the post office to see that, see if it has arrived. So until next time, see you all, and Steve and your family, thank you so very much for all this beautiful stuff. I'm just out of it. Bye.